Hi guys, so today we're having a look at some products from Lethal Cosmetics. They've recently been added to Beauty Bay, so I had to jump in and try them. I know they're not a new brand and it's not new products, but I still really wanted to try them out and let you know what I thought. So, I haven't bought hundreds, I've bought 6 things, although even then I spent £82. Whoops. So anyway, I've got a little bit of a range, I would say. So eyeshadow wise, I've got one of their multi-chromes, a really shiny sparkly one, a matte one, I've got a highlighter, and I've got a blusher. I don't use bronzer, so I didn't buy a bronzer, and I did buy one of their plush lip creams. Is that right, or is that a NYX name? It is a plush lip cream, yay! So, pricing wise, so the matte eyeshadow is £6 for 1.6 grams, so that's quite reasonable. The blusher is £13 for 5 grams. The shiny eyeshadows, the multi-chrome and, oh actually they're both down as multi-chromes, but to me they're just, that's more of a duochrome-y, although I guess it flashes different colours. Anyway, they're £15.75 for 1.6 grams, and then the highlighter is £18.50. So adds up quite quickly. I didn't order any of their palettes because I had this one from Amazon, which is pretty cool. Oh, the lip cream, sorry, is £13. Apparently the shade is Zephyr. I'm sure I said Haze when I was opening this, but maybe I just missed where it was written on the box. It's not written on the box. Strange. Okay, so it's not written on the box, but it is on the bottom of the bottle. So I've got an application section, we're going to do a wear test and we will see how they go. Right, so we're starting part way in. I tried to limit what I was buying because I'm spending way too much money at the moment, so this is what we have. We still have a mixture. We've got a blush, a highlight, a really shimmery shade, a multi-chrome shade and a matte shade. So I think we're going to get a reasonable view of their products. So I'm going to go into the black, which I can't remember the name of. Transmutation. Very nice. And load that up. This is the Kit Stars N31 brush. And we're just going to start marking it with my crease. I'm going to see how long my voice lasts doing this video. Could be funny. I might start to sound like a cartoon character by the end of it, but we'll see. So, okay, this is really pigmented. I might have a new favourite black eyeshadow. Cool. I mean, usually I've been using the Natasha Denona Blackest Black. I feel like this is built up faster. I think it's cheaper. Just need to see how it lasts now. To be honest, it's a bit more convenient. Blackest Black is in a giant compact on its own. Here comes Finn. Apologies when I say that, you get stage fright. Excuse me. Okay, try to get the shapes roughly the same. I don't think I'm going to go too big today because, yeah, as soon as I see that we know I've jinxed it though, right? All I have planned today is taking Flynn out, so if I go big it's just going to be funny. I've already got quite a dramatic lip colour chosen. You guys will know that from the intro, but I've not seen it on yet. Yes, that is packaging from what I've just opened. Oh, if anybody doesn't know, Flynn's my dog. Kind of hope that was obvious in the way I was talking about him, but I guess it could have been anything. Okay, so next we've got the multi-chrome shade, and this is Exosphere. So it's got a green purple shift, which is why I went for that green transition-y shade. Again, going in with Kit Stars brush, it's the N32. You enjoying that packaging? So we'll see how this works with a brush. I may end up going in with my finger, we're just going to see. I'm trying to avoid the designs on these because I like them. Not needing to go in with my finger. Yes, an eyeshadow that works with an eyeshadow brush. I'm so happy. The green's definitely pulling through a lot more than the purple. This is so soft and silky feeling going on. It's beautiful. Just try to find an angle where the purple shows. I might need to get a different, more natural light source. I have found with like my ring light, because it's very full on and straight on, I don't always get the best, the best effect out of multi-chromes. So I'm gonna leave it there to hop off and do my foundation and things. I prefer doing my inner corner once my foundation and everything's done, so I will be right back when we're ready to move on with that. Right, we're back, and just before I put my ring light on, you can see the purple in this light, so yeah, 2 seconds. So now that we can see everything else, let's get going with the last 3 bits. So I have an incredibly shiny shadow in the shade Parallax, which I've been dying to dig into, and I'm just going to find myself a little tiny brush. I think my voice has got worse since I went away, which is weird. Resting should be making it better. Oh, oh ho ho. Whoops, that was way more intense than I was expecting. Handle with caution. Picking up a lot of the greeny gold tones in this. Which I think is really nice for this eye look and my eye colour. Just gonna lightly feather in there. Okay, so next bit I've been excited about is the purple blusher. Last purple blusher I bought was the Mitchell Blush. This is called Hybrid, by the way. And it just went pink on me. I was very sad. So, high hopes for this guy. I've just realised I've tapped into it like it's any other blush after just having that intense eyeshadow moment. Okay. Oops. So it's definitely a wearable purple, but it's definitely more purple than that. I think it was Dairy Queen? I don't remember very well. Oh, I stopped looking for a second while I was trying to remember that name. Okay, so first time you dip into it, not as pigmented as the next time you dip into it. Maybe there's like a harder layer on top, but it's definitely blendable, blended out nicely there. Just going to pull it back a little bit further on this side. This is just my powder brush that I use if I go in too hard with a blush. Still got powder on it, so it kind of dilutes it at the same time as blending it out and possibly grabbing some off. So, okay, this is I've left this a bit too intense. I'm going to get my highlight on and eyeliner on, and it might look better. Highlight wise, we've got Halo. It does have like pinky shades to it as well. This I am definitely going to be careful with, so I don't want to repeat. Okay, so it's not as scary, so let's go a little bit harder. So I'm just going to show you, you can see there's quite a lot of kick off from that blusher. So you can see how kind of softly pressed it must be for that to happen. To be honest, if you've got a few shades deeper than me, it's probably not going to be a problem. But if you're pale like me or paler than me, handle with care. So I'm going to quickly do my mascara and my eyeliner, and then we've got one product left. I'm back, and the blusher does look slightly less scary now that my eyes have that bit more definition. So last but not least, we have a plush lip cream. This is in the shade Haze, and this is what's going to make me look ridiculously over the top going to the park. Kind of love this packaging though, right? Like it's like, oh, butterfingers. So dark purple, and yeah, let's see how this feels. Will I be able to tell you how it smells? Slightly cocoa buttery, definitely sweet anyway. So definitely got a slippy texture. In fact, I think it's going to be more of a wash of colour. Because of that slippy texture, it's... What is this? What is this? Okay, it's actually really pretty. Did I still have lip balm on? I don't feel like I did. So this is my finished look anyway. It is 11:15. Well, finished other than drying my hair and putting earrings in and getting dressed. So I'll be back with check-ins throughout the day, but at the moment I am really liking this. So stay tuned. Right, back for a check-in. My voice is worse than earlier, so I apologise. It is 5:10. So we've had 6 hours of wear. Blusher is looking nice, highlighter looking nice, eyeshadow looking pretty perfect. Lips are faded, and it's faded from the inside out. I thought this was going to leave a bit of a stain, but not so much. So what we're going to do now is reapply it and also see if we can build on it. It does say on the Lethal Cosmetics website that it is buildable. So let's see what we can do. Okay, I think that is actually already darker than it was earlier, so maybe there was a slight stain there. Or maybe there was still a tiny bit of lip balm on me earlier. Okay, I mean it definitely is buildable. I'm not sure it's my favourite formula in the world, to be honest with you. It doesn't really dry down and set, so you're working on top of stuff that's always going to move about. And yeah, I think I prefer formulas that set down. It's easier to get a nice uniform colour. Still nice, but you know. I'm gonna go back about my day, take Flynn out for a walk because I slept through his normal time. Yeah, and I'm gonna go and take more medicine because see you in a bit. Okay, so I am back. It is 10 to 10, not as long as my usual wear tests. My God, I don't feel well. Anyway, I think I've got everything pretty much summed up now. Anyway, we're going to start with the lips because, to be honest, they're kind of attention grabbing at the moment. They're not looking good. They're not feeling good either. For all that this isn't really like a long wear dry down formula, my lips feel way crustier than they did at the start of the day. I will obviously remind you, in case you've forgotten, I'm not well just now, that doesn't help. But yeah, this still feels like it's had an effect on my lips, so I am dying to put on a bit of lip balm, and I'm going to do that straight away. So yeah. Okay, now that I'm a bit more comfortable, let's move on to the cheeks. So the blusher is still there. It is definitely toned down throughout the day, but it's still very pretty. Highlighter, also still there and very pretty. I'm just trying to get it to catch the light a bit. There we go. So that's beautiful. And the eyes, well, the shimmer's transferred up a little bit, but that always happens for me. I've got quite a hooded eye shape. I did, just out of curiosity, bring up my Natasha Denona Blackest Black. I'm just going to try and see what the price point is for this. I'm pretty sure it's £22, but also there's quite a lot of product in it. I'm just very curious how it compares, because, you know, it's a big claim to say that they're the blackest black. Okay, it's £25 on Cult Beauty, so more expensive than I thought it was. That's for 4 grams, where this was £6 for 1.6 grams, so almost twice the price. So we're just going to do a plain swatch with our fingers, no primer, Natasha Denona swipe. And then Lethal Cosmetics. Okay, so Blackest Black does look a little bit blacker there. And honestly, I could feel the difference in the formula. It's a bit silkier, but I swear going onto my eyes, I felt like I had a better experience with that Lethal Cosmetics one. So, yeah. Would I say it's twice the price difference worth to have it being this black compared to this black? Probably not. Anyway, that was just a little side one. So, eyeshadows, absolutely love. Any other shades that that take my fancy, I will be picking them up if I've got the spare money. Same for the blusher. I didn't mention earlier, they have some quite unusual blusher shades. There was a yellow in there, which I haven't seen for a while, but I'm sure used to be a trend. The highlighter is very, very pretty. Little bit on the pricey side, but that pan's probably going to last me absolutely forever. The multi-chrome shadows, they obviously were a bit more expensive than the matte shadow, but I think they're actually a lot nicer than other multi-chrome shadows that I've tried. The fact that they work well with a brush and not with your fingers, full marks. Other thing I forgot to say earlier, I think's dead cute, is that all the packaging had like quotes on it. Stila used to do that. Don't know if they still do, but anyway. Kindness is a luxury best spent lavishly. This is the beginning of something great. They're all just nice things that I quite liked finding as I was opening this. In order to see the light, you sometimes have to change your perspective. Those who shine the brightest cast the longest shadow. And that was the one on the highlighter, which I quite liked as well, because obviously shining and highlighter. So basically I'm passing on the lip product. I think there's nicer formulas out there. But everything else I absolutely loved. If I can still find this palette, I'll link it down below because it is pretty cool. And if you've got any questions, leave those down below and I will get back to you. I am off to crawl to my bed and hopefully I'll feel better in the morning because I have to work tomorrow. And my god, I don't want to take this off because it's pretty. Oh, if anyone was wondering, the crease shade was out of the, sorry, the transition shade was out of the P. Louise Stack 'em Up Talk is Cheap palette. It was a shade Gold Digger. So, just if you were wondering. So I hope you guys all had an awesome weekend and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.